And it is day number 40 with Clik Delivery. So in this video, I want to talk about two things before I go into my daily review about Clik Delivery and we do a withdrawal and all that stuff. I want to talk about two different things. First off, I want to talk about scams. People saying like this making money online stuff is a scam and you know, rev shares and hippie hypey sites and stuff like that are a scam. Yes, I truly believe that hippie hypey sites, you know, hype sites, guys, like, they're not going to last forever. People are going to lose money in them. Because if you think about it, it's like you're giving this site $500 or something, right? And they're saying, okay, we're going to give you $3,000 in 90 days. So if you give a site $500, where are they going to come up with the rest of that money? The other $2,500 or whatever, even if it's over 90 days. It's like poof in air. They have to come up with that money, right? Where is it coming from? It's coming from 100%. It has to come from the new members that are coming into the site. And when you think about it, and guys, the same concept applies to a rev share that pays out too fast. It's the same thing. They can't come up with that amount of money to pay the members out. And you've got these new rev shares out there, and it pisses me off because people are so freaking blind when they go and they join something and they just basically throw their money at it. And then they sit back and you know, 2 months later when the thing goes down, or a month later, I've seen these things go down in a week, guys. You know, a month later, 2 months later, they're like, oh, I got scammed, you know, this sucks, and this is a scam, and that's a scam, and oh my God, you know, another one went down, we're in the shithole now, kind of thing like that. And it's kind of to the point where you got to start to think about what you're doing. Like, it's you that's making the decision to go and join those sites. You know, it's you that's making the decision to be like, okay, I'm going to throw $500 at this and just see what happens. You know, and when you talk to these people, like, guys, I've had people message me and say, you know, what do you think about, I don't know, ultimate rev share? Or what do you think about total global rev share? Whatever those things are called, right? What do you think about that? And I'll tell them, I'll be like, I think it's going to go down in the next 6 months because their comp plan is not structured for stability. It's not structured to stick around for a long time, right? And then they'll say to me, oh, I joined it. I was just, you know, I was asking you because I wanted you to join me, something like that. And they'll be like, you know, I'm just testing it out. I just put $500 into it to test it out. You know, and then 2 months later, you see them making a post about, oh, it's a scam and I lost $500 and all this stuff. So guys, when it comes down to it, it's only your fault. It's your decision to go out there and lose money online. Seriously, that's it. If you look around at leaders, if you look around at people that are having big incomes online, they don't go out there and throw their name on these companies that don't last, right? Because they know it's going to ruin their reputation. And if you're a leader out there promoting this garbage, you know, quick paying rev shares and hippie hypey sites, then you know, you're either you haven't had success online for that long, you just don't understand that some sites you lose money, and if people are losing money, then you lose your brand online. Guys, I went through that. When I first, you know, came out as a leader online, people started seeing me as a leader. I went and I joined in our rev share industry, right? I was a leader in MLM before I started doing rev share, and I was also a leader in affiliate marketing too before I did MLM. So I've been a leader for a pretty long time. But when I first got introduced to the rev share industry, like, you know, a year and a half after I got into it, I started promoting a shit program out there that paid out really fast, right? And I sponsored about 400 people in that program, and I lost those 400 followers, those 400 people that joined me in that opportunity because they lost money, kind of thing. So, you know, if you're out there and you're promoting these things, you got to really, really, really think, okay, if I promote this and it goes down, all the work that I put into it to build that following is gone for the next offer I'm promoting. And it's like you got to start over again. That's what it's like, guys. It's like going to university, going to school, and learning all this information and knowledge about, you know, what you're going to do for the rest of your life. You're going to work, and then once you go to work, you work for a week, you get paid or whatever that week, and then you forget everything you've learned, and you got to start over again and go back to university and go through the whole process again. Guys, seriously, if you're a leader, that's what it's like when you promote garbage offers, because you keep on losing your following and you keep on having to rebuild it. So in the end of result here, guys, what I'm trying to tell you is look before you join. you can come here and read this post that I made, guys, today's post, and you can tell straight up, like, this is, I put a lot of time into this thing, and I kind of lay down, like, the hardcore facts now, because it's hard to tell if a site is good or not, Definitely if it's a hippie site, don't even freaking look at it, right? If it's a fast-paying rev share, don't even look at it. Like, if they're paying out, 15% per day or 20% per day or 30% per day, just don't even look at it, because it's not built for stability, okay? And you see these rev shares nowadays where the front end is fast-paying, but the back end is slow, okay? Think about it this way. I think the top global rev share or something like that is like that. And I made a post about it before it came out to launch, just kind of telling people what I thought about it, because so many people are asking me about it. But you think about this, the front end is fast paying. How many people make it to the freaking back end of a system? Not too many people, right? Think about it. Not too many people make it to the back end of the system to buy the top end shares, the high end shares, the $40 shares, $50 shares, whatever it is. So then you've got, I would say 98% of the company, the members in the company in the front end buying those shares, those fast-paying shares. So it's no different than any other freaking rev share out there, guys. So, that's a little... People keep on asking me, Drew, why aren't you in this top global thing? That's why I'm not in it. It's because it doesn't freaking make sense, right? It's stupid, okay? So, sorry I said stupid if you're in it, but that's what I think, guys. It'll probably last longer than most of these rev shares that come out and go down fast, just because they all rely on a member base coming in, and it's hot. It's like what TT3 was when TT3 first came out. TT3 survived for like 3 or 4 months before they stopped paying members out. So this thing will probably do the same thing. It'll just keep on, recruiting into it, but they'll have payment problems and payment issues, and payment processors won't want to work with them and all that stuff that happens with those rev shares that get big and stuff. Okay, guys? So anyways, enough of me chit-chat. No, one more thing I gotta go over in this video. There was so much questions and stuff from my people on Facebook there, guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see it if we go in the home feed here, but all day today and yesterday and stuff, there's one post right there. Sweet, okay. So there's 2 posts that I made a long time ago, about a year ago, and someone has went and scrolled like all the way down my Facebook wall and commented on some old posts, okay, from like a year ago. And now they're back in the news feed. So this is one of them. And the other one, they're both like this. I'm like kind of pointing at some text and trying to get people into my training series. That's what it is, right? I want them to comment below to get into my training series. So they're back in the Facebook timeline, guys. I'm not going to delete them because it's my content, right? But here's the thing, is that people keep on commenting on them, and I keep on getting messages in my Facebook Messenger thing there, asking for the freaking training that's like a year old. They got to look at the date on the thing. It's this post is old, right? So if you're thinking, why isn't Drew contacting me back about this new training that he's put out, is because the post is a year old and the training's not even there anymore, right? Okay, so anyways, let's get going here, guys. I've blabbed on a freaking enough here. Let's get into this. So here we are here. This is day number 40. I've done about $100 referral commission. So the last 24 hours have been pretty bad for me, I'd say. $100, but it looks like everyone else has done a little bit of referral commission as well there. So $100. Normally I do around 200 a day. So day number 40 is not that great. Okay, here we go. Let's log into the site here, guys. And I'm going to do a withdrawal. There's probably going to be about $100 less than I normally withdraw out of the system, because my referral commission was $100 less than it normally is. And 100 shares matured in my account, guys. So now I'm down to 324 shares. So yeah, almost 100 shares, like 96 or 98 shares matured in my account, guys. So I've got 298 shares now that matured in my account since I started withdrawing money out. Okay, so here we go. Here I've got I can put this $10 of Payeer in there, so I'll have 245 from today, which is not that bad. It's okay, I guess, but we could do better, right? This is definitely by far the lowest day that I've had is 245. Okay, so here's $10 here. And then from the Payeer balance into my Payza balance. and I'll withdraw that. There we go. And then I'll go to overview, and I'll go to withdraw. There it is there. So 243. So that's today. I did 243, guys, which is not too bad, but it's not very big income, I'll say that. Okay, 243, but not bad for a month. If you think about it, I've been building this for 40 days, and I've withdrawed, I think I've withdrawed like, into my bank, I withdrawed 4K about the first 2 weeks into the system, and then now I've taken out another about $4,500. So probably almost about $8,500 that I pulled out of the system so far, guys, into my bank. Like, not, I at the start I pulled out a lot of money to compound it and put it back into the system. So I've been doing that, is compounding outside the site, put it back in the system. That was roughly about $12,000 that I did that with. So I've withdrawn a lot of money out of the system. Okay, so here we go here. Oops. Okay, put that in, and boom, she goes through like that, super fast. So the lesson to be learned here, guys, is join rev shares that make freaking sense. Okay, don't join stuff that is just appealing to the masses. If you join rev shares that are appealing to the masses and hippie hypey sites and stuff, they're not going to last long. You're not going to, you probably won't even make back the money you put into them, kind of thing. So if you join things that are not appealing, things that are slow paying, things that, basically the ones with the big member bases out there that have been around for years and years and years, those are the ones that you want to build big, okay? The ones like Clik Delivery and MPA and stuff like that, those are the ones that you want to come into and build income to feed the big rev shares out there. Like the big rev shares are TM, my advertising pays, FutureNet, which is new, but it's going to be around for a long time, that one. And fortadpays. Fortadpays is very, very unappealing right now because they're not even paying members out. But what they're doing is bringing in their own bank into the system, which it'll be the first rev share ever to publicly announce we have our own bank in our system. So this eliminates the problem of payment processors, which is just what cripples every rev share, if you've noticed, is the payment processors. And how that happens, guys, is by the members sending in support tickets to the payment processors saying, like, where's my money? I didn't get paid. I don't see my money going through in the first 2 hours. Where's my money? Because they hit the withdrawal button. They think it's like instant, right? So then the payment processors feel it's not worth it to work with that rev share or this rev share or whatever kind of thing. And they don't want to work with the rev shares, guys. And it's difficult. Say, for instance, you're the owner of the site, and you can't work with the payment processor that 10,000 members or 20,000 or like MPA or Traffic Monsoon, almost millions of members are working with, and they've got all their funds in that. Like, it's just crazy when you think about it. So right now, that's the problem that fortadpays went through, is that they were using Payza and I think 4 other payment processors, and the member base got so big so fast that people started, they'd pay people in 48 hours to 72 hours, I think it was like that, and it got to the point where they're paying people out within a week kind of thing, and members were sending in support tickets saying, like, where's our money, to the payment processors. And the payment processors started freezing the funds of fortadpays. Okay, so guys, any big rev share out there, that's what happens to them. So what I recommend you do is find the small rev shares that are stable, like really, really stable, slow paying ones, but they're not like, super slow paying like some of the big rev shares out there. Like basically all the big rev shares, guys, they pay really slow because they know if they pay fast, they don't last. Okay, so the smaller rev shares, like this one, for instance, it pays out pretty good. It's like 2.6 per day or something like that. Which is, a billion times faster than your bank. It's way faster than any big rev shares out there. MPA is another good one that pays out slow, but not too slow. But those ones like MPA, you can't build them that big. You can build them to like $200 a day. This one, the daily withdrawal limit is $1,000 per day, but it's how it's set up. It's not possible for you to withdraw that much unless you go and you buy a shitload of shares compound inside the system till you have like 1,000 shares or 1,500 or 2,000 shares or whatever, and then you start withdrawing money out of the system, but you can only withdraw $30,000 at a time, so there's no point for you to build to 1,500 shares or 2,000 shares to withdraw $1,000 a day. So this system here, if you think about it, it's probably a $200 a day withdrawal out of the system if you want to use the system to your benefit, right? Like say for instance you come in at 6K and then you build to 700 shares or so, you'd withdraw roughly 200, 250, 300 or whatever dollars a day out of the system, okay? And then you would come in with 6K again, okay? So you just keep on doing it and using it that way, okay? But the maximum withdrawal in the system is 1,000. I don't think anybody's going to hit that. And if you do see $1,000 a day withdrawal, it's that day. They've been compounding and building up their withdrawable balance for a week or something, and then they withdraw the $1,000. Okay, so guys, I like to be honest in my videos, and I like to tell people what's going on. Even if I don't like something about a site, like this one, for instance, right now they've totally changed their comp plan 100%. And it's the first, it's just over the first month of launch basically right now. Within the first month, they changed their entire comp plan, which to me is totally unappealing to prospects, right? So now this thing is hard to sell now, right? If you're thinking about joining something to build a team, Clik Delivery is probably not the site for you to do that in. MPA might be an easier sell for you, but honestly, guys, when it comes down to it, you want to build things that are going to last. You don't want to go out there and join these fast-paying sites and these hippie-hypey things. They're super simple to sell. I could go on a fast-paying rev share, guys. In 7 days, I sold 400 memberships, 400 members into TT3 in 7 freaking days, right? So those fast-paying rev shares, they're extremely easy to sell and extremely easy to make money in. But when it comes to the point of withdrawing your money or getting your money that you put into it, it's hard because first off, they don't last that long. You're lucky if they last 6 months, and you lose your following. If you're a leader and you promote that kind of stuff, you lose the following what you recruit into it. Basically, they don't want to follow you anymore because they feel, oh, I followed that person into that offer and I lost money. I don't want to join the next thing they promote. And that's what happened to me, guys. I made a wrong decision. I promoted something that was easy to sell because I thought, oh my God, this is appealing to the masses. I got to promote that, okay? And now I don't go by that anymore. I don't promote things that are appealing. I promote things that make sense to me, okay? So it's just, it's something I learned. And my sales aren't as good as they could be, guys. I could be doing probably 3,000-4,000 signups into a business if I want to promote things that were easy to sell. But I'd rather promote things that are more difficult to sell, promote 500, 600 people, 800 people at the max, kind of thing like that into a system. And guys, for me, it turns out better in the end result because I actually build something that is stable and I don't ruin my name as a marketer during the process, guys. So that's it from me for day number 40, guys. I know this video was a little bit crazy and it was a little bit, I kind of just talked about what was on my mind and what I see on my Facebook. People are posting about and stuff like that. Why people are losing money, guys, it's plain as day. Why all these people are losing money online. They're just not thinking before they go and spend money. Before they go and join that opportunity, they're not thinking it through fully, right? It might look good from the outside because everyone is promoting that, everyone's joining that. But when you think about it, 98% of people, guys, this is a well-known fact, 98% of people online that are trying to make money don't make more money than they spend to make money, okay? So like joining rev shares, buying trainings, joining MLM offers, buying affiliate products to sell them, stuff like that. Guys, paying for advertising, stuff like that, right? So 98% of people spend more money than they make. And when it comes down to it, it's once you make money online, you're one of those people that is in the 2% that's constantly making money. It's so simple to see why people keep on failing is because there's so many bad offers out there, guys. It's just crazy when it comes down to it. So that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from it, and I'll see you in another video shortly. Bye-bye.